Guys, back in my shed and it's bloody DNA. Today I'm going to get this thing running. If it kills me, I won't come out the shed again and the wife who's videoing me won't get to see me anymore. I'm going to change the piston today and have a look at the stator coil, which I think is messing around, and I think the piston's gone doing it today. So let's get on with it. In here we have my precious box of goodies, like these. Oh, just in case you ever wondered, the difference in pistons between an air-cooled and a water-cooled. Can you see the difference? There is quite a bit of height difference. I've been asked before, can you use water-cooled and air-cooled parts? And the simple answer is, not on your Nelly. The crank's different, the pistons are different, the head's different, so don't ever try and use air-cooled and water-cooled parts together. But this is my yummy box. It's got everything you need, the kickstart little bits that click on the engine. Well, yeah, lots of goodies. Right then, let's get on with it. We know what we've got to do again. Drain the water out. The gaskets should be still good because it hasn't gone any miles. And then here's a stator coil. I'm going to rip that off as well. So let's start playing. Remember, try and get as much of that antifreeze water out as you can. Even take the head bit off here and blow in it. Important notice, it is poisonous. Antifreeze is really, really bad to ingest. Do not do it. But you need to get every drip of water you can out of the head. So that's why it's always low, and that's why I've just blown through there, cleaned it and blew through it, and it bubbled some more out. But everything you can get out, otherwise it will go back in the head when you split the head. So there's a top tip. Get it all out, don't drink it. Okay, now I want to see, when I took this off, this bit here was like that, which meant that water could have been getting into the pot, which may have been causing problems. More than likely, definitely. So I need to get that replaced and see if there's water in the bottom of this, and that may have caused all the problems. There's the stator coil. We'll get that off in a minute. Get it turning fine. Okay, well, the barrel doesn't look particularly scored, although I might have to put a bit of emery in there just around the ports. But anyway, that is a nice new shiny piston. But if you remember my video, look at the scoring. Do you know, I showed you on the other video when I said that's not a sight you normally get to see. I was so excited, I said it several times. That is not good at all. It's like tram lines. And they don't really, if you look at the top, just where I've got the camera there, tiny little egress mark there on the top. I mean, that's where it fails, you know, normally, see them couple there maybe? That's enough to mess it around and not make it happy. So, score lines. I've got another one of these somewhere, I think on an engine. I may take that one off and put it on there. So, was it a couple of bits? Was it them gaskets down on the floor letting a little bit of water through? Is it magneto? But definitely that's not good. So let's try and get this sorted first, one thing at a time. Just very quickly, these rings, can you see that? Too close? They're built one way. They have to go on, so the top, so they go on that way. Okay, I've often seen people, when I've took a plug out, a piston out, put that way. You must go upside down. And to get them on, it is literally just a case of pushing very, very gently, making sure you've got that bottom one in there, and then going round, round, round. It's a bit hard, and then getting it in to get to the other one. Okay, so see how difficult it can be. Sometimes it might help to get a little screwdriver on there and just lip it in. Okay, so these snaps, so don't snap them. Okay, there you go. All right, that's the bottom one in first, and just bring it round, bring it round. See how finicky they are. They don't like people. There we go. And that just tightens up. And the other one goes the same way. Remember to put it that way round, because it's got to meet up with that bit there. So, like that. And then pop it on. Don't get your gloves in the way. There's a perfect seated one, okay? And this one I've got to move around. But there you go, a little bit finicky. That's to get the rings on. Right guys, a quick top tip. Put the piston in the head. Put one side, which is the furthest side. So this goes on that way, okay? Like that. So put the ring already in. That's that little cotter pin sort of ringy thing there. I forget what they're called. Put it in already. And then get that in. And this nicely will go in there. And then now the whole thing's ready to go in. And obviously... And obviously it will go in there, you see. And I'm going to use the old gaskets because they're still in very good condition. But that's what I always do. Rather than trying to put the piston in first, I slot it in. Remember what I said though, bit of crappy two-stroke, pull it in the actual barrel, and that will stop any scoring which just happened to the other one. That one's fine now. Right, let's get on with it. Well, there we have it guys. It's been running 10 minutes so far. Changed the piston over. And the gaskets, I believe that water was getting in from the head, which wasn't probably doing it very good, but it was scored. So I put a different head on it, with no scoring, new piston and rings. Oiled them up as I put them in. I know I was getting in there now, and she's ticking over quite well, as I think we can see. So it's now letting her run, keep ticking over for ages, then test ride, let her run, another test ride, that sort of thing. But other than that, that's not a bad morning's work. Should have changed the bloody piston in the first place. Maybe I'd have found the water in there as well. Just shows, you know, as good as you think you are with that gasket. It just moved ever so slightly, and that just shows that water got in, I reckon, and was messing around with it. So I down jetted it as well to 53, because I think it was flooding. If she runs nicely, I'll leave it, and if not, I'll up jet her to a 70 odd. But yeah, that's all I was. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right guys, it's a success for today. Please check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll go from there. Ta-da guys.